Good morning. It is Monday. I have been asking my angels this morning about different kinds of readings I could do. Like I asked about pulling about what you could know from your past life. And guys, I got my cup of Joe. And I was asking what kind of, asking several different questions of what I could ask. And they're like, no, stay on topic for right now of what you're doing till you can get your readings even bigger. And I'm like, what do you mean bigger? And so they just started kind of giving me some downloaded information because I just sat here and I talked it out. And guys, when I sit here and I talk it out, I call it talking it out. I start channeling sometimes, and I just start, and I'll get, and I always know when I'm channeling, guys, because I'll get one or two things will come out of my mouth, and I'm like, that's not something I would think. So that's how I always know. Okay. So, because I know myself pretty damn well at 60 years, you know what I mean? So, they're telling me to start maybe going a little more in depth on my readings. I'm like, okay, well, last time when I did a reading and pulled 3 times and did drops, it didn't give me nothing. So, and they didn't say, well, you can do a 4th one, but I guess I could do a 4th one, but they didn't say anything. They just got quiet at that point. So, this is just going to be a general message. I love doing the ancestor messages. I love it whenever I pull cards and a ancestor or I can see that an angel or a passed on loved one is stepping into the picture to personally stand by you during something that you're going through. I got a couple of those. I got one of those actually during I got my Earth and Fire titles mixed up on my videos, but it's okay. I'm just not even going to worry about it. Y'all can laugh at me right along with me. So the way I'm going to look at it is if one of them wants to show up in a reading, they're going to show up in a reading. And to me, that's always to have one of your spiritual guidance counselors, rather it be an ancestor, a passed on loved one, a spirit guide, or an angel. And guys, you have so much spiritual help. Oh my gosh. So no matter which one it is, it always thrills me to have a card or a rune come up that tells me one of them's right by you. That one of them is is either stopping something, helping something, moving something, and they do that. Because like I've been talking a lot about, I've done that. I keep talking about that live meditation that Jan Huber and MJ at MJ Soulful Revolution did. And guys, I literally saw my angel in my mind's eye cleaning off my aura or something. My daughter-in-law said it, and my friend, I consulted 2 friends of mine that I trust their word beyond anybody else's, and both of them said something similar, and I can't remember exactly what it was they said, how they said it, but they were suggesting something else that the angel was actually doing, and I was like, I feel like they were cleaning off my aura. And I think they were saying that, I think one of them said something about, well, she was taking whatever block away that you had, or whatever pain you had away, or whatever you weren't able to see, she was taking that away. And the other one said something a little bit different. But they both were talking about the angels took something away instead of giving something to me. So, I don't know, guys. I just know in that vision, I saw that angel, and it looked like she was rubbing off something on my head. So maybe she was taking a block away, but I felt like she was making my aura clear enough that wherever maybe there was a block there, and she took the block away to strengthen the aura so I could get the messages more clear. Now that would make sense. I didn't think of it like that. See, guys, you got to think out the box sometimes. When spiritual things happen to you, you've got to think about, and sometimes you've got to think it over. It takes a while. Sometimes you've got to look at it from a different perspective, or ask other people who have maybe you have a friend who has a total different thought process than you. Ask them, what do you think about this? Because sometimes the answers will, to you, be out of the box. To them, it's normal. Does that make sense? So if it's out of the box for you, and for them it's totally normal, that extra insight can go a long way, guys. That's why I always tell y'all, talk to somebody who's, smart people that have businesses, hire people smarter than them to help them run those businesses. You know what I'm saying? If your specialty is, if I'm a lawyer and I've got a paralegal, and I don't know a lot about real estate stuff, and my firm is starting to delve into real estate stuff, then we're gonna want to have an attorney that knows all about real estate. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know anything about real estate. So always think outside of the box, guys. So we're talking outside of the box. Oh, hang on, guys. No, they're not talking to me. They're talking to someone else. I still sometimes pick up messages. I hear, my ears will ring, but they're not talking to me. And that is the weirdest. And I've started seeing people, I don't know who they are again. I saw a person the other 2 nights ago, right before I went to sleep. I don't know if anybody knows who, oh my God. Anyone that has seen, I want to say Lord of the Rings, but it's not Lord of the Rings. It's, the TV series that HBO had with the dragons, the dragon girl, and all those. Game of Thrones. Peter, I can't think of what Peter's last name is, but he's the guy that has dwarfism, and he is hot. Ooh, I don't care how tall that man is, he is hot. But I saw what looked like maybe a relative of his right before I fell asleep, and I knew it was someone alive because he was working on landscaping. He had on brown boots, blue jeans, a dark blue shirt. He had, his hair looked like Peter's, but it was longer, and in a ponytail. It was real curly, like he had natural curly hair. He was a white guy, and he was absolutely gorgeous, but he was a little person. And I'm like, who the hell is that? He looks kind of like that dude from Game of Thrones, but I don't know. I can't remember what his name is. I think it's Peter something. But I'm looking at him, and I'm going, no, I think he's taller than him. How do I know that? Guys, I just get these weird little... Anyway, all right, so let's do a general reading here. Just laugh at me. All right, guys. I'm drinking my coffee here. So, ancestors, spirit guides, angels. Let us have a general message for the healers, whoever you want to speak to, angels, spirit guides, and ancestors. Let's do it that way. Who do you want to speak to? What do you want to tell them? Let's see what kind of message we're going to get here, guys. I've been getting a lot of this stuff lately. Well, Path of Destiny flipped over, but we've got Hagless, so some tower moments coming along, guys. Okay, Path of Destiny flipped over, so I hit it with my finger. So, let's see. And then we have some Joy. And then this one flipped over too. My fingers hit it, guys, but I already know what was on the board. Okay, and then we have Stand Still. We have Perth reversed. We have Bella reversed. Let's see how these are lining up. They're not quite lining up yet. Let me get some more information, guys. Tower moment, Joy, Standing Still. A secret that you don't know that's not coming to light. It may have something to do with your family. There we go. That makes sense. Alright, let's see. Alright, angel, spirit guides. Guide the runes, please. Letting me know more to this. What is it you want them to know? What do you want them to know? Guys, I'm really glad I started doing these, okay. A doorway. Protection. Legalities. Foundation. Let's see. Having to stand still. Okay, that looks like that's a total moving away from something. Moving away from something. Yeah, that's moving away from something. All right, guys, hang on. I'm going to drop these one more time because I'm seeing parts of the story here. It's making sense, and it looks like it looks like some kind of joy with leaving something you're no longer wanting to deal with anymore. Even though you don't know all the answers to all the things that you wanted to know, it's not, even though it's just, you're not caring. You're just like, I'm going on to find my happiness. We got that the other day in one of the readings. Okay. All right, and there we go. And there's a woman, and there's a closing. And then you got plenty of money and gifts along the way. Okay. All right, I see what this is. All right, hang on just a minute, guys, so I can explain it to you. All right. You know, to me, I'd say that's a damn good idea. That is a damn good idea. So this looks almost like an extension of 2 different messages I got yesterday for 2 of the different astrological signs. So, you know, people tend to go through the same kind of stuff, just on different timelines, guys. So this may be for whoever needs to hear this message. All right, I gotta turn this heat off. Hang on 1 second, guys. I gotta turn this off. It's too hot. All right. Okay. All right, so let me tell y'all what we got going on here. Yeah. Yeah, somebody's totally just going, you know, nope, I'm walking away from all this crap. Okay. All right, guys, so this is what we got. What we got first is we've got Hagalaz. Hagalaz is a tower moment, okay? And whatever happened after that happened, you were extremely happy. Okay, some joy came into your life, and maybe it's because you stood still for a while to look at it for a while and say, what is this, you know, what is happening, what since this happened has moved on or opened up else in my life. And so you kind of stopped for a little bit because you wanted to check it out. And then you realized, well, some things I'm still not sure why they happened the way they happened. It doesn't make sense to you, you know, and getting reverse Othello, it could be something that maybe you're not meant to know, because you've got reverse Othello here, which is your foundation. So it could be something in your family, and either the person that could enlighten you is gone, or something about this in this situation where you could have found a source of information is just not available to you. Guys, let that shit go. If you find out that something is not available to you, do not be beating yourself up over one thing. We're just not meant to know. Okay? And that's what I'm picking up from that. Because as you go forward, you found a reasonable amount of success. So if you, for whatever, you know, or you've come to yourself in some way, and you decide to go through this doorway, guys, those two, Zoe Lou and Ings together are 2 of the best. You know, this tells me that you have come to yourself in some way. You go through a doorway, you know, and you decide, okay, it hurts, but I don't need to know it. I'm hearing somebody may be adopted and may not have been able to find one of their birth parents. They just told me that, guys. Hang on. So, yeah, you may not have been able to find your birth parents, or you may have been looking for somebody, and when you found the names out, come to find out they were no longer living. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry if that's true. I'm sorry, guys. I have a lot of empathy for people. It just comes along with my own gifts. And if you found out some information, but there was happiness to finding it out, but then you found out that the people were no longer there, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. But at least you found out the name, okay? Or something like that, all right? So guys, or you thought you found them and then the trail stopped cold, okay? Guys, please don't let it, I guess maybe I should just keep my own counsel on this one. You're just going to, because everyone deals with things differently, okay? But that's what I just heard in my head, maybe had something to do with an adoption, where someone's trying to find their birth parents, and what they found out, the parents are just no longer around, or inaccessible in some type of way, or maybe some type of your information is inaccessible in some type of way, okay? So I'm really sorry about that, guys. But there is some happiness there, because the Wonju is all about happiness. So whatever it was that you found, you did find out some stuff that you wanted to know. Okay. So then we have, like I said, if you've come to yourself in some way, you've gone through this doorway, and then life starts kind of speeding up again, and in some way, shape, or form, you may have to defend yourself, or you have to defend your choices, what you choose to do after that. Because again, we've got reversed Othello, and Othello can mean, like maybe your family got upset that you decided to go find your birth family, or you decided to find out some information and they weren't happy about it. Guys, you have to do what's best for you, and sometimes you have to defend yourself. So as life starts speeding up after you find all this out, then we have Jera there, which is reward for your efforts, but it also is talking about, see, I'm getting two different messages here. It's also talking about legalities, okay? And actually, it may if it's legalities, it may be a female attorney that's going to help you, or a female of some type, okay? Or it could be that through the legalities, you actually found a female relative. So you might find a female relative, but not your mom and dad. Or you find your mom, but your dad's gone. That could be the case here as well, because I keep hearing adoption. Okay, so this is somebody that's on a search for their family, their roots, their family tree. They can't find all the information they want. But over time and through the legalities, they do have a female helping them, or they find a female, or something like that. All right, but you're not going to find out everything you want to know, because we've got Keena's closing. Or maybe you find this person and they don't want to, or they're like a relative of them, and they're like, well, they're gone, and I'm, and something happens to close the door, guys. I don't know if this person is just so much an older female relative, if the attorney or whoever you have helping you legally wise has gone as far as they can go with helping you, but in some kind of way, your trail's going to dead end again. You're not, because these go together, guys. It's somehow, some way, at the base of the matter, it's just, something's going to close up on it in some kind of way, shape, or form. But you're going to be able to handle it. Okay? You're going to be able to handle it. Also, then we have Fihu, and we have gifts and partnership. So somewhere along the line, you might also find out that there might be some kind of, you might find out through this female over here that there might be something that they can give you that your parent had, or something they had in the family. They said, maybe you would like this picture, some kind of possession, or they help you out some kind of in a monetary way. Okay, on the other side of that closed door. Okay, somebody somehow, some way, like I don't think you're gonna find out there's a whole bunch of money suddenly left to you, but I think someone's going to give you something. It's just like, yeah, someone's going to give you something, maybe a picture. You finally get a picture, or you get, they say, hey, there was a box of some of her or his, the person's favorite whatevers. Maybe they collected dolls, and there's a doll they want to give you, or there's some kind of keepsake they want to give you. Okay, at any rate, you're going to come into possession of something that's a possession. Okay, I'm just going to move on from that, because I'm not getting a clear picture of what it is. And then we have Gibu. So Gibu means gift. Gibu also means partnership. So I really feel like you're going to get some kind of a gift that's a possession that, and there's also, maybe you might also now get to know whatever it is that you're looking for. It may not be a relative. It could be a friend. It could be, it could be any multitude of things. But I'm feeling like you're also going to be getting some kind of, your instincts are going to be going into overdrive. You could also meet somebody that along the way that you stay friends with, that, maybe you find out, they're saying cousin. Maybe you find a long-lost cousin that now you suddenly decide you want to talk to on a regular basis, and y'all call each other all the time. And they gave you something, and that now is a bond that creates a bond with them. Does that make sense? Because that might create a bond there if a cousin or somebody that you found that knew this person, or this, whatever the case may be, you come into some kind of a possession, and it creates a whole new relationship. So guys, this is just a general message, but they just send me so much information when I start reading them. So let me see here. I'm going to pull, I'll tell you, I'm going to do one more, I'm going to do one more drop and see. Because, I mean, it ends with something good, but at the same time, it still feels open to me. Does that make sense? It still feels like it's open. So let's see if I get anything else. Yeah, there we go. That actually, okay, that makes sense, even more sense. Okay, so then we get relief from distress. So in some way, shape, or form, you are, see, these go together right here, guys. You are absolutely thrilled that you come to yourself in this way. You get something, you have a new relationship, and it takes some of the sadness away of not knowing something. Okay, and like I said, guys, this isn't necessarily, I mean, I was hearing adoption, but maybe it's a friend you've been looking for that you went to school with. You know what I mean? Then you find out that she's passed away, but her daughter wants to have something to do with you. You know what I mean? And even though the friendship is gone, you and the daughter, your friend's daughter, get really close. You know what I'm saying, guys? It can be a multitude of things. But I do believe it has a lot to do with people and something that you were searching for. Okay? Guys, this is a beautiful reading. Absolutely beautiful reading. Let me, and you're going to still come away from it with a lot of happiness. You know? You're just, yeah. You're just going to come away from that with a lot of happiness, guys. So I am now going to, and with a lot of relief and happy that you went on that journey, whatever it is that you're looking for. All right. So I'm going to cut these cards so I don't know what the bottom one is, because the bottom one sometimes gives me extra information, but I don't always want to know what it is on there until I do the reading. So here, let's get these, oh, goodness, let's see. Yeah. Guys, it's so funny as I go along and do readings, and my gifts have opened up exponentially, and the angels have come in, and you know, some nights, like this past weekend, I mean, I start both jobs again. I mean, I start back work again today. It's Monday. But guys, I'll be honest with you. Over the weekend, we had so much go on here. I mean, we had that man that went around that shot the back of his bus out, and oh my gosh, and he imagined the whole thing. We had just a huge thing happen this weekend over here. All right, so angels, spirit guides, ancestors, passed on loved ones. What other information can you give whoever this message is for, or what other information can you give us for this reading? What else, whoever that this is for, or just in general, what other information can you give us? So let me cut this deck. Let's see. All right, so let's see what's on the bottom. The Hierophant. So the Hierophant is a teacher. To me, always represents a teacher, somebody of higher education. So the Hierophant could be a religious person that you come across, or it could even be something in someone that helps you along the way. Whoever it is, they're held in high self-esteem. They're held in high regard. A lot of people listen to them. So that maybe we were one of the people that helps you out along the way. Let's see what else we got here. This is you setting off on this journey into the unknown. Before this here, when you decide to go on this journey. So this is going right along so far. Okay, guys, that's not extra information, angels. All right. Justice, so you're going to find what you're looking for. There's the world, and there's got to be something after that. And the star. So it's going to have something to do with a dream. So, guys, if justice goes, the justice right here goes right here along with the Jera room. Okay, it's legalities, sword of destiny, somebody helping you. Okay, and then you're gonna hit that brick wall. Do you see that? You're gonna hit the brick wall, and that's right here. This is you starting on this journey. I guess they're not really giving me any more information, but because And then you get this closing, the world, it ends. But at the same time, you get to realize some kind of a dream. This is the second time they've given me a message. This is similar to that ancestor message. There must be a lot of you out there that are in search of your roots, or in search of information that you suddenly one day wake up, and ever since you were young, that something bothered you that you didn't know about, a relative, a family member, a best friend, or you went to school with someone, they disappeared and you didn't know what happened to them. So you went on a search. I keep seems more like an ancestor message. Guys, they keep sending me the same message. And I know pretty much who my background of family is, but I keep feeling like there's somebody out there, maybe your personal angel and spirit guide or something is wanting you to take this journey, and that's why they keep sending it to me. Because it is supposed to be a general message, but this star again means hope is that come true. So in some way, shape, or form of this journey you go on, you find what it is you're looking for, and it helps you realize a dream at the same time. So that could be where the person that you meet, you get some kind of they give you a picture, or they give you, this was her rock collection, or his rock collection, or they give you his favorite, the yearbook of the year y'all graduated. It had been the school burned up, and there was a picture in it that had the two of you together, and her daughter or his daughter or son, whatever, someone in the family says, I'm going to give this to you. And you're like so happy. And then you keep in touch with this person, and it just takes the stress away of not knowing what happened to this person. Okay. And I keep picking up on people. And so it helps you realize a dream that now I know more than what I knew here. Does that make sense to you? You know more here at the end than you knew here, because it solves some kind of a mystery for you. Because the secret's becoming revealed when it's upright. All right? When it's reversed, it says there's a secret and you just come to a dead end. And that's where Jira comes in. Does that make sense? Do y'all see how this story unfolds for me, guys? But you're going to realize something. And they're definitely telling me that's the end of it. So they're not giving me any extra information. This right here tells me that one of your angels or one of your ancestors is coming through and wanting you to do this. So this could be a family member, not someone you went to school with. But this right here is telling me that they are guiding you on this journey. They want you to go find out this information. They want you to keep pushing forward. And you realize a dream at the same time. So guys, if this message is for you, look up your family history. Look up your family tree. There's something there that you need to know, okay? And it's going to solve some kind of mystery in your family. They keep sending me this message, but it's not for me, guys. I know who my relatives are. I know back the past 3 or 4 generations of my family, and we actually had a family tree done at one time. So I know this message is not for me. This message is meant for someone out there who is supposed to... You're supposed to look something up to do with your family. You're supposed to go on a search. You're supposed to go on this journey. And some of your records that you go to look for may be in your church. May have something to do with your religious beliefs. I'm just telling you guys what I'm seeing here. This is a very happy, positive rune reading. Rune reading and card reading, guys. Because you're going to find out some information that is just going to bring such huge sense of relief. Okay, so this is what I got for y'all this morning. Guys, if you like what I'm doing here lately, like, subscribe, and share. If you know someone that needs this information, give it to them. If you find it and it resonates, I trust that it's now yours and that you're the one that was meant to find this. And guys, don't let nothing stop you if you go on a search of your family tree, or if you go in search of finding out something about somebody else, something else. Maybe you have a love of something and you decide to, maybe you like a certain type of, maybe you're a guy and you like a certain type of schooner from back in the past, and you say, gee, I'd like to know more about them. And you go on, and all of a sudden you find out one of your family members used to own a schooner or had something to do with schooners. Schooners are those big old giant boats. I think they're bigger than yachts. I don't know. Anyway, they put them in races, and they're made of wood. They're not nothing. They're made of wood, and they do races and things like that. So, guys, maybe one of you is a guy and you go on a hunt for because you love schooners, and then come to find out one of your relatives used to build them back in the day, and you find a cousin or a relative that says, oh, wow, we didn't even know you existed. And you go talk to them. They give you, some paperwork or a mini schooner in a bottle from one that you would have admired that you didn't know that belonged to your family tree. They were just telling me there's lots of different ways that this story can resonate for people is what they're telling me. And they gave me the picture of the boat. So I'm like, hey, here's a boat, and then I'm like, no, wait, that's a schooner. So, all right, guys, this is what I have for you. This is a really cool message. Love and light, Lana Scott Lighthouse. Thank you for being here.